Louisiana Versalio and TigerDetails.com. Jarrett Roser here with one of LSU's newest signees for this 2021 recruiting class. Just made official here in the last about week and a half or so, and I will try my best. We were just practicing the name a second ago, but Kimo Makaneole. Kimo, we've been trying to link this up for a little while, so I certainly appreciate you taking some time on a Saturday morning. How's everything going out y'all's way?
It's going well, really well, and plus over the weekend, I was just like spending time with the family, um and like and like this week just been like just doing schoolwork, making sure all my grades are high up there and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we're going to get into some of the football stuff and the decision during this conversation, but also wanted to kind of introduce you that much more to some of these LSU fans that are eager for you to get to Louisiana. How much longer do you have? Do you arrive at the beginning of June, or do you know what your timeline is for when you come to campus?
I don't know the exact date, but I know that I'm gonna be there late June or maybe early June.
Okay, got you.
Mm.
And let's go through the name pronunciation a couple times. Kimo, I think everyone's got down. Makaniole.
There you go, correct. There you go.
You're giving it to me. I'm
Yes, sir.
spot on. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your background. And I guess first, let's get into sort of what your cultural background is, ancestry, stuff like that. And then we'll get into later kind of when you first got into football and when you realized you were going to have a chance to be a big time football player. But just family wise, what's kind of your family's background? And did you grow up in the area that you live now, or did you move around a lot as a kid? Or tell me more about that.
Yeah, so me and my family are from Hawaii over there, and plus like since my dad was in the military, we had to move around and stuff, and because me and my family, we've been to Guam, we've been to like other places as well, my like California, even like on like the outer countries as well, and and stuff like that. And yeah, so for me, so my mom, she's Samoan, and my dad is Hawaiian. So I'm a Samoan Hawaiian, and my mom, she was born in Samoa. She was born and raised there, and my dad, he was born and raised in Hawaii over there, and they both went to college at BYU Hawaii, um, over there, and then like that's how they met, and they and then right after that, I have two siblings. Um, I have an older sister. She's the oldest. I think she's 26, and her name's Malia. And I have a older brother as well. He's 22, and his name's Kini. And he's been working out with me with like football as well, and things like that. So
That's awesome. And you mentioned you're getting a chance to spend as much time with them as possible before starting your own college career. So I'm sure
definitely,
they're eating that up and loving loving those
right,
family dinners and everything.
right.
When did you first get into football, and how quickly did you guys realize that you were going to have a chance to be a special player over a long period of time, and just that some of your potential started to stand out?
Yeah. I started looking at football when I was 7. It was like a really, really young age. And then I just wanted to try out. So like the first thing I tried out was flag football, which I was like really tall for my age. So like they wanted me to play me as quarterback or wide receiver. And I was really good at quarterback. But then like the more I started to get older and like have like that different kind of body type, they wanted to put me as DN or D line, and I really enjoyed that. And then like once I started the first time putting on the pads, which was I think it was when I was 10, playing for like the little league. It was like a really cool experience, like hitting people, because like I remember when I was little, I was always just trying to get the flags on their waist and stuff, and but like first day it was awesome. And then it was like a really awesome sport to play, and like my parents were like, um they want me to keep playing, and like, and because like I think they think that like I had a bright future ahead of me when I get older and start to play more football. And and then like towards my middle school years, um, I was a little bit nervous when I first got here because in Florida, because I think I got here when I was in seventh grade, and it was like a different kind of football here in Florida because like it was like really intense. The players were pretty big too, and plus in middle school because like I was like a uh, I was like a really small kid. I was 5'7", 137, and I was yeah. So like I was really small, but then like as soon as I started to adapt to like the Florida football here, I just started to get used to it. I started to like try to um maintain that intensity with like the other players as well, and then towards my freshman year, that's when I got nervous because you're versing all these other high school players and just like looking up to those other seniors like at Niceville High School and just like seeing them how big they are, how hard they work and things like that. And then it was my sophomore year, which I played tight end, which they wanted me to play that, and because like I was getting more bigger, which like I didn't know like I was getting bigger, but then like I could see other people looking at me as a man. This is one big guy. I think he has a bright future. So, and then the head coach, for he used to be the head coach for Niceville High School, Coach Hicks, and he wanted me to become a like start position on O line. So like I was like, oh, O line. I never played that kind of like style before. And and then like he put me, I think it was right tackle. So I was like, I wasn't familiar with playing right tackle or anything like that or the offensive line. And then like once I was I think it was my O line coach, which was my first O line coach was Coach McCory, and he was like teaching me all like the techniques, making sure that I got it for my first day, and then like there's like the senior defensive end, which was he was a pretty big guy. He was like I think he was like around like 6'3", 200 something pounds, which like I did not, uh, which like my first day I was nervous, but then like I just had to focus and just like keep my head up. So, and then like once that whistle blown, I blocked him, and it was like a good block, and then like the coach Hicks, he saw like how my style was, and like he was talking to the O line coach saying that like yeah, I think that's a good position for him because like he saw like how fast my feet was, how like I was used to like kind of like blocking people too, like how my stance was, and like it was just natural for me. So like I was just really happy, and then like towards my junior year, I started growing, which I was like around 6'3" now, 6'3", 6'4", probably like around 260 pounds from there. And then like I started to lift some heavy weights and just like getting more bulkier and making sure that like my feet were fast too, making sure that I didn't want to be all sluggish with this with this big time of weight. So like and then like soon as my junior year, I just started becoming really good at it. And then my first offer was I think it was like middle of our season on my junior year, and my first offer was South Alabama, and I was like, wait, what? There's no way. It's like because like it was like a dream come true. I thought I was in a dream, but like it it was it was like the most best feeling in my life that getting my first offer from like a D1 school, which like and then my coach just told me that like there's more to come. Don't worry, there's more to come. So and then towards my senior year, I went to a rivals camp, which that's like a famous camp, and I was like, wait, what? There's no way they invited me. I was like so, and then like towards my first camp, it was actually really awesome just meeting other new players. Even Will Campbell was
Mm-hmm.
he was there too, which that was awesome experience, and just like seeing these other players like Mason Smith, he was there, uh, seeing all these huge guys and just like talking to them and just like working with them was just really awesome experience. And then towards my senior year, which was like the best year for football, but like and also the sad year because like that's like your last time to play high school football, and um and then like towards that, I've been starting to gain like more offers over and over, like towards summer. I've been getting USF, UCF, and then my first offer was Mississippi State, was the SEC offer. I was mind blown. I couldn't explain like how excited I was. My family was really excited, and even like my coaches, even my head coach, which he's a new head coach now, is Coach Thompson. He's a really awesome guy. He's really loud and he definitely motivates all of us. Um, and I'm just really happy that there was more to come too. And then towards my, I think it was like my first game, um, I was starting to gain like I got FSU, like Boston College, University of Pitt, all those other ACC schools, and then towards the middle of my season, I got Texas A&M. That was a big school. I was like, wow, this is because like I know that Texas A&M is like a really good program too, and then next thing you know, and then towards the end of my season, I got Ole Miss, and then the best one was that LSU offer. I was because like that was like my like that was like one of my dream colleges to go to was LSU, and it was just awesome like having that offer and just talking to Coach Craig and on the phone, just like saying that like I got a full ride scholarship over there, and I was like really happy. My parents are happy, and also like I have an auntie over there. She's from Alma, Louisiana, and
Yeah.
she was really astounded and really happy, and like and then my mom, she called her on the phone. She was just like screamed like, "Oh, go LSU, go Tigers!" Like, "Oh, thank you so much, auntie." And then like right after that, I had a total of 36 offers, which was like kind of like a lot. I was because like I thought I was just gonna get like probably like five, but then like I was just really grateful and just really happy that my brother, he's been working with me like since I was little, and he's been helping me out, and I'm just really grateful to have a brother like that, and who really cares about my future and things like that too. So
When did all this start to feel real to you in the sense of, so you mentioned you move to Florida and then you start high school and there's this kind of sense of, man, some of these guys are big, I'm a little bit nervous, all that, and then you were kind of surprised by the first offer, you were surprised by the first SEC offer, and it was cool for you to be around some of those guys like Will and Mason and other big national names at camp. When did it kind of click for you that you're one of those guys, that you are an SEC bound football player? There's nothing to be nervous about. Like you're right in there with your peers, sort of thing.
yeah, so like when that clicked, it was like when I first got that Mississippi State offer. That was the best thing I've ever had because like I thought like that I was gonna go to like a really good school, but like not so much competition. But then once I got that SEC offer, I was like, man, this is really happening. Because like I remember SEC is like the best conference and like the number one best conference in college football, and it's just like really awesome. I'm just really happy to go to a college that's gonna push me and is definitely gonna make me work and help me improve as well. So
And you surprise everyone on New Year's Eve. The fireworks are still falling out this way, and you announce your
yeah.
commitment. What was the significance of kind of starting the new year with that commitment to LSU? And then we'll kind of transition some as well into, you mentioned LSU as kind of a dream school. Just what stood out and made that feel like that was going to be the place that was home?
Yeah, so like the reason why it stood out to me was so like me and my family went to their Ole Miss LSU game, which was which was home at LSU, and me and my family, we drove 4 hours there, which wasn't even a bad drive. It was actually pretty fast, and and then as soon as I looked at the campus, it was huge, it was beautiful, and then once I stepped down on the campus, like I knew like this was like a good home for me. Even the food was amazing. like boudin, all the different kinds of boudins you can eat, jambalaya, jumbo, and like stuff like that. And because like me and my family, we tried this restaurant called Chimes,
Mhm.
which was that's a really good restaurant to eat, and and just like the atmosphere at LSU was just amazing. Even though like there wasn't that much people at Death Valley, it was still loud, and it was like crazy just like seeing how much people love the sport of football and love LSU, and just like seeing myself like there at Death Valley just like playing with a bunch of fans. That's gonna be awesome. And just like seeing all these tailgates as well, like just like the spirit of LSU is like it's just like right there. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I had an opportunity the last few years, in addition to sports journalism, to have a job working recruiting international students to come study at U.S. universities, and me specifically with LSU. And so I was in Baton Rouge, and we would take any visitors to Chimes. And actually, for a while, there was a special that it started as a special, and they kept it for like 2 or 3 years, but I don't think they do it anymore. But it was boudin stuffed peppers, which were
Ooh,
fantastic. And so I got that pretty much every time because I was worried it was going to go away, but then they kept it for years. But it was fantastic, and that's awesome to hear you enjoyed the food. Because I was going to ask about that. Louisiana food is always a little bit different, but it seems like you took to that very quickly.
oh, definitely, yeah, yeah.
What were some of your earliest memories of LSU? You mentioned about LSU being kind of a dream school even early on, and having an aunt down in Homa. What do you remember about LSU, or what kind of stood out before you even got to a point where you were in that recruiting mode and had a chance to come visit for a game day as a prospect, and all that?
Yeah, so like it was just like the culture there. Just like how like everyone's like them. I was like everyone's like themselves. Um, everyone's like not like they're not too mean or anything like that. Like it's like it kind of reminds me of Niceville, like how happy they are at Baton Rouge, um and just like seeing everyone just like having a good time with like purple and gold. And it's just really awesome seeing them, um and like they're just like enjoying themselves, and which I really like. And like it like also remind me of Niceville as well, just like how everyone just like enjoys themselves, and just like doesn't bother anyone too. So
And I was wondering, and I mean, you guys culturally different backgrounds, but in the last decade or so, I've had a chance to talk to different players with backgrounds from the Pacific Islanders, poly background, and have gotten to know sort of the close knitness of those cultures a little bit. And so I mentioned you and Braden Fajoko and some of those guys. I don't know that anyone that's at LSU is the same exactly, but there are certainly some kind of carryovers. Did you have a chance to talk with him much about any of this, or any of the other players that have already come through LSU, and just kind of get their perspective? Guys with that, again, that similar kind of Pacific background.
yes, I have. It was forgot his name. His last name is Fanua.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him,
Sony.
yeah, me and him have been me and him have been talking. Even like when I was traveling to LSU over there, me and him have just been talking about the atmosphere at LSU. Just like simple questions about LSU and like the football program, even like the atmosphere, the food, and like he's been telling me like all the how like it's like it's kind of familiar to like our poly culture too. And it's just really awesome hearing from him and like just talking to LSU football players. So
When Braden and his dad were doing the haka dance, did you see that from afar? Like, did you see some of the clips of that from their
yes, I
pregame?
have.
What did you
Mm.
think when you saw some of that start to hit the internet, that piece of culture from their background was now being brought to LSU and being embraced the way that it was?
I think it was awesome. Bringing the culture over there, and just like how intense it was. Just like showing like the fierce in him, and also and just like a really awesome how they did that. Like the haka, and like the it's just like a emotional dance. And it just it's just really awesome just seeing Braden Faroko show like the culture of us.
recently Coach Ogeron, when he had a chance to more publicly talk about the signees finally, when your paperwork was received, he mentioned sort of some big expectations for you. He thinks you're a guy that can come in there and make an impact early and also have some versatility kind of across some different line positions. When you heard him say some of that, or heard some of those comments get back to you, what was your reaction, and what is sort of your outlook as you arrive, what you bring from a football standpoint into Baton Rouge?
Yeah, so for me, I'm just like for me like becoming like a guard or a center, that's totally fine with me because like I'm here to like as soon as I get there, I'm here to help LSU, just like become like a really cool, a really good program, and I just want to work with other like even like the experienced players like Deculus and like Ingram, all those other starting players that are coming back. I just want to learn from them and just like get better, um, and and also like I just want to like become like the best player I can be at LSU.
He mentioned your feet too, and that's something that you talked a little bit about, is just kind of the quickness and your footwork that you feel like enables you to have the success that you've had. What do you attribute that to? And you mentioned as you got bigger, it's something you worked to make sure that you maintained. But where did you kind of first realize that aspect, and what have you done to make sure that as you've gotten to be a bigger athlete, that wasn't something you lost?
Yeah, so towards like when I was like 250, like when I was getting more heavier, I wasn't really focusing on like my footwork. I thought my footwork was fast enough to hold that kind of body. But then like once I was doing like the ladders, it was really slow. I was tripping over my feet, which was really not good. Um and like and then like as soon as I kept doing that, I was just like, man, I really gotta focus on my focus on my footwork. And then like towards like because like during summer workouts, I always make sure my feet are fast, like just doing like conditioning as well, like sprints, um just like doing like ladders as well, making sure my feet is more fast enough, doing like fast twitches as well, and things like that. And towards like my older years, like junior and senior, um I was just my feet were faster, but like I still had to make sure because like the more I gained weight, the more like I had to keep working with my feet as well. So
What's the outlook for you in Baton Rouge from just your expectations for the program? You mentioned you want to make sure that you come be a part of helping LSU be a top program, and you mentioned a familiarity with some of these other guys, particularly in the trenches, guys like Mason who comes in with you, or Will who will be there in a year, and there's some other good offensive linemen already on board, as well as some more that I think are soon to commit. As you look at where the future of this program is, and what you're excited to be a part of, how high is that ceiling, and how much do you guys talk about that? How exciting is that?
it's for me, it's really exciting. For me, like I know that like towards the future, as soon as I keep working with them, I believe that we're gonna become a really awesome team, and definitely gonna get a national championship. And for me, like we just got to keep working, because like I know that as soon as I get there, they're gonna throw stuff at me, which I'm definitely gonna get used to, because like the reason why they do that is like they want you to get better, and like they want you to improve, and just like and definitely work hard as well. So
For folks that meet you over the next few years, off the field, whether it's classmates or fans that have a chance to meet you and get to know you, or even some teammates that maybe you don't know yet, what else would you tell them about what to expect from Kimo as he arrives to be not just a member of that football roster, but a member of that community? Just kind of a little bit more about you, personality wise, and all those things. What to expect.
yeah, so for me, I'm not mean or anything, but like I am kind of mean on the field, but like off the field, I'm a really nice guy, kind, uh, funny as well, a little bit, and also like I'm really focused on on academics too, just making sure that's all good. And I'm just like here to have a good time at LSU, and and just want to meet new people over there. So
Yeah, so when you start putting dudes in the dirt left and right on Saturdays, don't get too intimidated as a fan. If a kid wants to come up and get an autograph or a picture taken, you're ready for that. You're not the mean guy
oh,
you look when you're
definitely.
blocking.
No,
What
I'm not. I'm not.
you mentioned the academic side. Do you know what you want to major in yet? Do you have a very specific academic plan, or still figuring that out as you head out that way?
My first major, I want to become a personal trainer, like exercise science. But there might be a plan B if I'm not really interested in that, which I'm not sure yet. But like right now, I'm kind of leaning on to personal training, which would be exercise science.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it. I really I feel like you and I could have like a full blown talk show and talk forever if we got a chance, but I don't want to keep you too much. Uh,
Oh no, you're all good. You're all good.
but again, man, thanks so much for sharing. Maybe we'll link it up again at some point as you get closer to heading out this way and just sort of check in on how everything's gone this spring. Kimo, appreciate you so much, man.
Oh, no problem. Have a good one.
You
Thank you
too,
again.
man. Again, he's Kimo Makaneole, which I probably said it better the first time. But for Louisiana versus all y'all and TigerDetails.com, Jarrett Roser. Thanks again.